The intersection of healthcare and human resource presents both challenges and opportunities. Dr. Guruvayurappan PV, who is the CHRO of Omega Healthcare, stands at this crossroad. Let's get into a conversation with him and understand how Omega Healthcare dives into innovation, technology, and serves better when it comes to patients and their healthcare. Thank you so much for making time and being a part of the CXO chatter.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
So, Omega Healthcare has painted a very beautiful and a positive picture across the industry when it comes to healthcare. I would like to start with what are the HR strategies that you've used, especially when it comes to employee welfare?
See, employee welfare in our industry is the hygiene factor. So nothing that we need to do, if you are not taking care of few things, then you will not be able to attract and retain the right talent. From a strategy point of view, I went one step beyond basic welfare in creating a culture of empowerment in the organization where employees not only feel they belong to the organization, but also ensure that they experience opportunity to learn and grow. They also ensure that they are heard in the organization. So when we look at welfare has grown into wellness. The wellness has grown into individual priorities. An organization like ours, when we employ multi-generation employees, what I create a wellness for a Gen Z may not be a need for Gen Y. So they need something different. So I have looked at every aspects of employee, the ability to be part of the organization and grow within the organization, and they have an opportunity to express themselves. I think that is something that really helped us.
There are a lot of healthcare organizations that are leveraging technology. What's your take on that?
See, not healthcare companies alone. Today, if you look at, if you are not embracing the technology, you will not be in the system. Right? The need of the hour is the technology is actually taking over, like our AI, blockchain, whatever we are talking about. The end clients are also under tremendous pressure. Why? One reason why they are outsourcing to us. They are also not very clear about what technology they need to embrace at this point in time. So they, it's a great opportunity for companies like ours to embrace technology, latest AI-driven analytics to be passed on to them, so that a lot of information is very handy for them. And Omega invested quite large amount of dollars to not only update ourselves with technology, but also embrace technology, interface with our end clients. So when I say end clients, we work for the hospitals and physician groups through aggregators or directly with them and on their technology.
Right.
And we create technology interfaces. We create bot which will help them to ensure that the repetitive tasks are taken care. Also, we ensure that what is the latest in the technology which is coming, and then help them our readiness to support them. Even in HR, that we have seen AI multiple study we have verified, and then we wanted to completely eliminate the transactional part with the AI. But the recent study, after talking to multiple AI people, it can only replace few of our activities. The tenet of HR cannot be changed. Maybe 10 to 15% already it is automated. Beyond that, maybe few analytics it can throw out. But the H stands for the human of HR cannot be removed by technology. So that human angle is always required. And maybe whatever the human angle is, maybe issuing of letters or interacting with them for basic need, that can be replaced. That will help them to start advanced conversation. That is how I see. And those who are not able to embrace technology are the modern illiterates in the world. Right? So the literacy is basically become a technology.
Okay. So before I let you go, my last question for today's interview would be, what are your key takeaways or wisdom for the young generation who are wanting to become a CHRO or get into human resource in this industry?
Wow. See, I interact with a lot of budding HR folks. We ourselves have close to about 140 HR
That's too
folks
many.
in my organization, and yeah, I tell them that there is no shortcut to become CHR. Sub activities or subsections within HR is vast. Today, if you look at, for some of us, it is recruitment is HRs. For some of us, performance management is HRs. For some of us, the learning and development is HR. For some of us, interacting with employees is HR, or counseling is HR, coaching is HR. Some of them say that payroll management is HR. So if you look at multiple spokes within HR are interconnected. Now, if all these spokes have to be well oiled for the younger generation to know, unless otherwise they experience the interconnectivity of each of these functions. So, any young HR professionals needs to become a CHRO. One is, I will advise them to forcibly take job rotation within their organization, get out of the comfort zone, and then go and work in an unknown area within HR. I think all these things may be very, very, very small areas, but if you are not very familiar with authority on those things, aiming to be a CHRO is not right thing, right? So getting into that and then go out of their comfort zone and then see. Then the last one is for them to know which business they are in and how that particular business is making money, right? Because CHRO should know he is or she is also equally responsible for the profitability of the organization. It is not that at any cost you cannot run the company. Right. The company runs for profit, and without making any burning the bridges, ensuring that you are helping the organization to meet that target. So how do you understand? So the basic requirement for an HR professional is to know where the money comes from and where we are spending this money. Are we aligned to the business goals of the organization? Is the CEO KPI and the CFO KPI and the CGO KPI is aligned to the CHRO KPI? If it is yes, then they are all going to talk the same language, right? If you are managing an HR for a large NGO, then you need to know that where the fund is coming from. Some people are funding, but if you are in a profit organization, you are running for a profit. If you are in a manufacturing organization, where your product is sold, who is your end customer who is getting? So the chain of command where the money is coming to this business and how I am able to contribute to get that, if not creating money, but how do I contribute in ensuring that with the available people successfully managing the budgets of the organization is also very key, in addition to the HR competence. So my suggestion for the young HR professionals is to also learn finance for non-finance, understand the business acumen, and try to see that how that particular organization's business can he or she go and market the product of that company or services of that company as a sales guy. Then he gets qualified to be a CSO.
So 360-degree view of the entire business.
Very important. It is all about how an organization is creating the open and transparent respective communication, treat their employees and also help them to do their job well. Right. Just hiring and then making them to sit in a bench, people may not be appreciating that, yeah. Right? So it is also important that once you've given them the job, then if they are doing a good job, reward them. Not doing a good job, instead of punish them, help them to learn. If they are not able to do it, they themselves will go. You don't have to ask them to go and all.
That's right.
Here the challenge is to retain people, right? So when the retention is very important, we need to go that extra mile to see that. When I started my career 35 years back, it was all employer driven organization. So employer will say what to do. Today employees will say what to do. So unless otherwise we are all aligned to what the employees wanted. Running an organization is not easy.
The tables have turned.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. As I conclude my interaction with Dr. Guru, one thing is definitely clear, that ITES hinges on innovative HR practices. I hope you've enjoyed this interaction. Thank you so much.